we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the London BlackKnights. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. Four touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. A handoff running left is ETN. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go again with ETN. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Lawrence to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll run with ETN. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. ETN up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 16 carries, 58 yards.
He comes into this one ranked 9th in the NFL in rushing. I think that every member of that offense knows exactly where he sits. You can see it from every one of them out there. They're all fully committed to making this a game where it really breaks free and climbs a couple of spots.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and run with Ware. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd down. That sets up the 1st and goal.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Lawrence going to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. 4th and short, had your offense out there. That one stings.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on 4th and short, you could pick up the cheap 1st down. Now, you still won't get a 1st down even if you do exactly the same thing.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 6. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence looking downfield for Godwin. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A give running right, ETN. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second down, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams, because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That one goes for 8 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the BlackKnights are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Straight ahead, Etienne. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. Oh, what a juke into space. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out come the Jags. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll get this off to ETN. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hartman. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on third down. Steps away to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it will be first and 10 as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark. And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it. Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Shifts past him at the 45. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Dancing to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Justin Jefferson, close to 200 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Romeo Doubs, a touchdown catch in the victory. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags, and they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for our home team, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked, and I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
You and I have talked about adjustments so many times during games. Remember, it's really series to series. But coming out after the half, that's a big opportunity, a big time to come out and make one of those plays that can change a game.
Yeah, first play of the third quarter. So offensively you think of adjustments, but right defensively, maybe you're playing a hunch. You have an adjustment to make.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have that special in there that, hey, they've run this type of play all in the first half. If you see it, go get it.
They're going to try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At about the 32. Lawrence will throw. Into the hands of London. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, it's Lawrence. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Caught here by... and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. Escaping a tackle at the 25. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, Those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Hartman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the ends? Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 3 yards out. And the Jaguars have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Well, Charles, I think you and I both agree these guys were outplayed in that first half, and the scoreboard reflected that, but they've come out since halftime. They've looked like a different team.
And it makes you wonder what was said and done in that locker room, because they've made some nice adjustments, and they're executing better. I think they got some fiery guys on that sideline that had a few things to say at the half, and now they've come out with a vengeance.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the BlackKnights are an extra point away from evening this one up. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN. Just a yard on the pickup there. They'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Lawrence. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hartman. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
McPherson on for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Lawrence. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now Lawrence.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hartman.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hartman.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
2nd down and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hartman.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. But to throw again is Lawrence. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Fielded just inside the 20. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Now ETN to start the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 31, Lawrence.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. London about set to take over on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
73 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the BlackKnights are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Lawrence will throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the 29, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Hartman. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Lawrence going to get this to ETN.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
London about set to take over on offense.
And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the home team here, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.